There is a stadium where the roar of the crowd was once picked up by a seismograph. This is not a figure of speech. The ground really shook. In 2011, moments after a touchdown, a nearby seismic station recorded the tremor, and scientists gave it a name, the Beast Quake. The stadium is in Seattle, and this time we follow the World Cup to the Emerald City in the far northwest of the United States. Lumen Field, its steep canopy curving like two great wings, traps the voices of nearly 70,000 fans inside. It is one of the loudest stadiums in America, so loud the visiting team can barely call its own plays. Seattle waited a long time for this. This is the deepest soccer city in the country, where an ordinary league night can fill 30 to 40,000 seats, and the supporters' culture is older than the modern club. The World Cup came, and the United States played its group stage matches right here. The noise maxed out, and even the rain seemed to fall in rhythm. Seattle is pinched between Puget Sound and Lake Washington, a city half-soaked in water, where ferries are commuter transit and there are more bridges than roads. On a clear day, a snow-white volcano floats at the end of the skyline. Mount Rainier, 392 meters tall. Locals simply say the mountain is out, and the whole city looks up at once. More than 4 million people live in this metro area, the heart of the American Northwest, and one of the mainland's closest major ports to Asia. Your daily life was probably arranged by this city. Microsoft and Amazon are both headquartered here, one out east in Redmond, and the other filling entire blocks of downtown. Boeing's jets fly out to the whole world from the factories nearby. Every morning, hundreds of thousands of engineers carry their coffee into the office towers, and the code this city writes runs on phones and in server rooms across the planet. By some counts, Seattle holds one of the highest concentrations of software engineers in the country. And about that coffee. The very first Starbucks opened in 1971 at Pike Place. It is still trading today, and there is always a line at the door. Inside Pike Place Market, the fishmongers toss whole salmon through the air, the oldest act in town, while flower sellers, cheesemakers, and street violinists carry on as they have for more than a century. Seattle has one of the highest numbers of cafes per person in the country. With some 200 days of rain a year, you need something hot to keep going. Half of the city's character was brewed in the rain. Grunge climbed out of the local garages and went global, and Nirvana turned the flannel shirt into a generation's uniform. Bruce Lee is buried here, and Jimi Hendrix was born here. Seattle-ites do not like to show off. Most will not even bother with a raincoat, and an umbrella marks you out as a tourist. Yet from code to coffee to the electric guitar, this quiet city has rewritten the world again and again. Remember these numbers. About 4 million people in the metro area, roughly 69,000 seats at Lumen Field, Mount Rainier at 392 meters, around 200 days of rain each year, and the first Starbucks now open for 55 years. Tech heart, coffee capital, and the loudest stadium in America. Seattle, quiet people who do very loud things. A city that writes code and brews coffee in the rain and screams for football in the rain too. Next time we head south down the west coast, 300 kilometers, to another crossroads of technology and football, the San Francisco Bay Area. Follow the World Cup and meet a city. See you next time.